Mr. Mankwa, me office was a niska banye de awie ni project no. Eso de bia me office ka mane wo problem.
Enemremu. Na monte tap sending kan.
No so ne de.
Tap send here easy, fast and secured way. Ubetimi send this free amanone. Aba Ghana bank account and as a mobile money account. Untia transfer fee bia.
Sir, I obey any say.
Chirani say won ko App Store na Play Store. On download the tap send app no. Or download ya ebebu sanso promo code or ma the pet TV shim obenya €5 £5 and answer $10 on his first transfer
and me kwa friend aka akire
tabi minyanwie esanse tap send at the good news aba tap send the gine customers wonti or the tap send wallet aba
no obey any say
so your customer wo UK sisia ubetimi akọ tap send app no no create wallet wo so. Enti se rate ne kosora now the sika kogu wallet num anase mpo betimi atosusu nkakra enti abre sem a opeso send sika ba Ghana no anse wa send sika na ba Ghana anase oba o my Ghana mu a watimi use sika e wo wallet num no tie
and you said to say you use momo Ghana heiru
sa pepepe se si tap send that trainer shim kopiem wo United Arab Emirates Netherlands and Austria tap sender now. Papa no.
Buy an interest-free home and pay within 36 months. Yes, Daimler Homes' new gold standard development, Hilton Court, has just commenced, and you can own a unit now and pay within 36 months without any interest. Starting at 95,000, you can own an elegant apartment. And guess what? Discounts are available from now till end of May. To learn more, visit our website at daimlerhomesgh.com or call us on 0200 584 558. Daimler Homes, the elegance of living.
Hello, this is Lawyer Wisdom of Wismart Solicitors. Join me this and every Friday on OT TV from 8 to 9 p.m. for all your UK immigration matters. I hope to see you there. Thank you.
Emamo akwaba and then subiemo edo eba eye OT Media TV and then you may jumedi ba kope ene wiase afene nyina sabre nyina yesin konya a ye tie ye hwe baby bia wo bia memo akwaba edo eba jumedi so mini ene nana Kwame Osaitu and I said ye mima wunya ntie last week last week we can about investment and ye besan atwa so na yahwe the same way a ubetimi aye investment ewo oman Ghana mu na ne yato ensa afre panipa ba kwa when it comes to the finance industry in Ghana, when it comes to property or mu nimdie experience pa and they wanye babe share the experience na fe bibia ho bia no nso no akwanche bia na wama wahu ekwan a wonso ti amono ne ubetimi asave ewo oman Ghana mu ufi hanom na se ukọ oman Ghana mu a wonso wanya bibia odo ho ebeto so eno nti misre wa frɛ wonua bi adamfo bi na ka chenso no nso join ewo eye OT Media TV ene anwumre na yenyina yentwetwe enkomo na say yebetimi di dwumade abrewa na eye adwumako ba akopɛ. I'm talking about tap send womo enekita mimu ema metimi edi dwumade ebrew ene nti ba bibia wo hwɛ me ana wutie me me kanfo eye tap send ede amount ene eno any mobile app ene chese womo UK, Europe, Canada, America, empo UAE omo agi atum womo enam so esendi sika de koma enuanom ne adofo ewo oman Ghana mu omunya problem bia ene nti misre wa se won download ya bomodi akọ Play Store, App Store na download the tap send na wonso bomodi ana fadi ojuma na ne nso de se wo pe efie atọ chese wunya ohaw bia enye te se de won na wodi sika komo na wo dada wo stories ekire wo obekọ oman Ghana mu na efie bia ensi honomo ene me kanfo efie back adwumako baako a wo musisi adan ewo oman Ghana mu ede amount Daimler Homes wo mo enene me kanfo wo mo ede amount bomodia na form number na se eba se wo pese wo ye property bi ewo oman Ghana mu ene omu ndi nkomo no mo hwe kwan ombefa so a omo ebeboa ma yenko tap send asoye na yenhwe wo ma asoye ene ne omo ewo ede emayen mate se sa bredi omo Europe nso tap send wallet omo nsa aka bi mini David Kofi Eje US growth lead wono ebetwetwe enkomo eno na chi no mede o ebekọ eye Europe nso growth lead nso ohonomo no nso yene no atwetwe enkomo ede afa eye tap send wallet ho eno na chi no mede yen guest for tonight ede ne bebro Ora David Kofi Eje US ena udi wujuma memoajo enwumre yi akwa ebedwumadie so.
Welcome, good evening. As usual. Ebusian Farmer, thank you so much for making it. Now, you can hear me, right?
It's okay, very clear. I don't know, as I said, when your laptop over now.
Yeah, me that I'm used to. Again, thank you so much. And then
Mamimbuza Kofi, what do you call repairs and no bar near and Wonka?
That's the problem. No be at again, now thank you so much. Send it every weekend be amuba best supporting and thank you so much. And then what is very important in the sense that we're thinking about what we do back home. See about nearby. And I guess it's very important for us to get educated about how to maybe down yet, but you're on your way to do it, and some guidance will really help. And I know meaning saying and a growth lead what Europe Kofi from Poma because wait the baby Rihanna dear kakra. Update for tap said rates near Gusan but me I remember Mother's Day or Netherlands. Now you need to say about say Kofi and the team now they've done a really great job in putting it together. Into pass Mother's Day Netherlands May 12th. May 12th 2024 Pacho Mumbra ye ni wa Amsterdam munyina Mumbra number support you say nyame corridor be ye nyina dia bo ho na adwuma but thank you so much wallet then so eba America for me so go business when are we going to get the wallet it's now in Europe it started with UK and it started with UK and it's in Europe and then more small announcements be I'm a ye nyina e be have team members be ponim as ye ni no was SMS focus to America there and say ne bo ha weekly time tap send and de bia na ba ya so ye no nti bo ha na kwam ni team ne be handle Europe there na handle America there no but more importantly more amuka ho ne nti but more supporting America so ka ho nti moving forward you probably see less of me and more on the US side but again thank you so much now come right back to you
Kofi I am the pass Mati Bibi say tap send Mother's Day live in Amsterdam. Oh baby. Yo, Kofi mami fancy ya. Me nka de ka ho no.
100%.
Ye share ya ne atoa so. Me nka de ka ho.
Come on.
Right. Yo. Yo, David Kofi AJ US Growth Lead tap send and I would say ninka. Was say Mother's Day in Amsterdam. Tap send and a day brewo. Yenko a Growth Lead Europe and UK. Ora Kofi Frimpong na onfa de ho nyina enso embre. Nitichiru tap send wallet in Europe. Kofi me mo adwo mo akwa ena nwumre ba dwumade so.
Na kwa mejo so na machia atiefo nyina nwumre na mesra atiefo so no oma kama na to na kwa bi se oboye entrene dodo hunhuna na Kofi agye na menka edi asem edi ene wo hwehwe ni ho na kwa
Kofi aye kwan ho enti ma me fancy a
adwuma ene wo ye hunhuna e
ofi America eba Amsterdam tap send Mother's Day live in Amsterdam. Mami fancy ha. Me nka de ka ho no. Ye nkoso.
Pacho na ube free UK aba Amsterdam de.
Mbacho me baby.
Okay, any Kofi just baby. All right, we see for ya da masi bebre. So wallet no, sisi me ba Zoom yi so mu ze my wife bizam say, "Hey, na de na da bay." Na say Thursday say, "Hey, and then me hu say wallet na ba me phone so." Enti Europe for na amanfo start hu say wallet no about full rollout no there Yakopon ya adoma me sure say by end of month there na bibia atoto na akwam. Enti wallet no there ye gusu a ye deba na mekoso important message for Europeans no and say payment method no or Germany so forth no unfortunately enya allowed or Netherlands are ideal enya allowed. And then Belgium so a bank contact no enya allowed. We need a direct debit card. I just say an credit card. I just say transact and I need to tiska Empe running nas in biana. Pacho nyamia na mfam sika mam na tap ubebo kana afi adwuma na ti esremu ye boy ankase ye ho ban. Enti no na ne American nyina ne say wallet no de Europe aba enya aba bedru initial plan no by 19th of April nanka was will be enya which is tomorrow, but at least we have more than 50% already on the wallet because rollout wasn't going as planned because you who say enkofo bebre omu loadu a na efeli olodi so we wanted to find why send a massive rollout na fi ye hu ba a problem ni fi but I think say who honom na say we need to your phone now to me say then I say me tap app we are done you say add funds to wallet activate wallet onuamia activate wallet never €1 a test here o test ya be say rate no kama the obe lock no eno an na be dem consider oba be said na kwa mpacho me di be say is a question for how bit me bisa me.
Yo Kofi I think say wallet eba Europe no for security purpose ntino say obi ako use wallet na catch ne say unlog out of ne tap send account no non-san log in and intimate say nuanom a omo enkai omo tap send login details your email and your password no misre mo amomo dia se mubenya se de be ya wa usika na emom ye pese e bo ho ban and inti se base ye catch you say log out of the app not log back in just do it so that we will be sure say wa enyu ni pafufuro bi na afa app no enoko use but anokora say wom ni say Kofi ebinom ennim omo password ebinom so refi omo emailer omo de ye omo app no inti misra say wu nimu abomode a for tap send customer service team get your details so pass security get your details say there you busa say log out and log in you be able to do it Kofi say bibie ni ho there ene ye bede wase na emom kan Amsterdam de no ho kakra bi kire yen tap send Mother's Day
but Amsterdam me Amsterdam no sa me login me nkai ne saa yi no ebi won ma menya nanka your customers are mobile call yi so no ye pia bonti anka enem na ekọ obi anka say bie na account e dey email no one kai no say bra wo say wo password the obekem bia wo say da wo say wo password no ti esere mo a wo ye password that choose a secure password and then you can like keep it in a safe place say nebeya every time bia no ubetimi arich but say won kaya na say won email now you can always click on the forgot password and then you reset the password na see I know dey be puno ni nyina kire Amsterdam 12th of May Mother's Day event na kwame September hono Ghana Music Award Europe and also tap send you kuramutwe ye ne da so and also ye dey ko hen Amsterdam UK for ma chele ache they say they see Europe no bibia ya Amsterdam enti Uber show is to time bia keep staying on the show edu on ma ye beba be che ticket e wa ha Mother's Day no dey free enti ehun hia kwase ye be che ticket just come best live band team ewo Europe omna e ba bebo live band no soche aduane so papa bi anwamo eto jollof na kwame oba msiro menidi mesire wa de wonu mikura mennom bibia ho momra na yenye ani na yina ye hia wo zoom so ebia wo meda oba Amsterdam aye be hia na yina ya bum ne ya celebrity ye maame no enye omo anka ni wiasim ye da omasi bebre.
Yo, Ora Kofi Frimpong, and you may say for your time. Oni ababeche near air coso or tap sanity to a ban Europa. Yo, and you know Amsterdam, and ye monshare tap send the name. A year tap send Mother's Day live in Amsterdam. Yenina ye baby pim ewo enum ebi amajumedino akoso. Ninina ni say we are celebrating our mothers live in Amsterdam. Yo, medane me ho na mafankrato ba kumienu na meba mene ye the CEO of Daimler Homes ye Ura ye Nana Kabena Ofori Addo mene no ebedwetwe enkomo enanwumrei when it comes to the safe way of investing in Ghana. Mame dane me ho meba mene no ebedwetwe enkomo.
Okay, hello. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate TapTap for a wonderful job so far. I've been a customer for TapTap for the past 2 years, and I'm really enjoying it. Lately, I met A-Class Photography, and we had a good chat. He introduced me to the wallet. As I'm speaking to you now, I've got 5,000 in my wallet. So what happens is, if the rates go down, I still have that money locked up in my wallet, so I don't need to worry about the rate. Whether the rate is going up or is going down, I don't need to worry about it. I have it locked up in my wallet, and I can go to the wallet and send it anytime that I want. So I'm introducing it to you. I hope TapTap is going to keep up the good work. If possible, later in the year, transfer from TapTap to TapTap. We're looking forward to that. So hopefully we could get to that point. But for now, I'd like to say thank you for TapTap for the wonderful work they're doing so far, and we hope they continue to give us the good service that they are offering for us all this while. Thank you so much, TapTap.
TapTap said, oh, everything more. My baby, you're from Calabos. The only boss. With oneness, baby, I will be everywhere I day and everywhere they go. TapTap Send got me covered. Therefore, if you need to send money or transfer money from Europe, from Canada, from USA, from UK, any part in Europe, you can send it through TapTap Send. And guess what? Oceania, they will receive it right here in Ghana and many countries across Africa. So what are you waiting for? Download TapTap Send now on Google Play Store or App Store. When you download, it's so easy to use. Tell your families, tell your loved ones to download TapTap Send. Okay? But also, when I receive my money, the other time I would have channel, like my view, no, hey, you crazy.
Download TapTap Send now on Google Play and App Store. TapTap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Buy an interest-free home and pay within 36 months. Yes, Daimler Homes' new gold standard development, Kilton Court, has just commenced, and you can own a unit now and pay within 36 months without any interest. Starting at 95,000, you can own an elegant apartment. And guess what? Discounts are available from now till end of May. To learn more, visit our website at daimlerhomesgh.com or call us on 0200 584 558. Daimler Homes, the elegance of living.
Yo, abuziafo me mamo akwa babie mu eba jumadi friends time tap send. Meaning any nana Kwame or site to na enumerate my guest is not any other person than my own brother Nana Kabena Ofori Addo. Nana Kabena Ofori Addo egita MBA in finance. Na ebano experience in swa from 2009 and a wire juma finance industry ni mu my Ghana mu ababisi ene oye the CEO of Daimler Homes Properties ono ena yene no babedwetwen komo jumadi so when it comes to the safe way of investing in Ghana. Kwabena mema wajo akwa ba na nwumre jumadi so.
Ana Kwame with us. Good evening.
Good evening to you.
And I'm cheering welcome to the show. Thank you.
So yeah, onye shada nya ohwo biasa waba so pen. Enti abusiafo ena almost mean sign fa umra na yen sign no ntwetwen komo. Izan say ban investment a uwonimdie a ye unuanom a eti amonone nso no unian ebeche na ye hu kwan a ye befa so a ye nso yenya bibi kakra yetimi abesie bi ewofie na dabi no yeba Ghana yede ho atoso. Kwabena yemfiti ase a wobeka ho asem kakra bi a kire ye bia obi de wonimo maybe de minimo pa ka ho asem kakra kire na afi yenko ye topic ne so.
Nana Kwame, good evening, and good evening to your listeners. You know, we just like the last time we can a hand kakra. But na yebe bomodiana ya commoni wo film ye. Now,
don't worry,
yes,
don't worry. Not all of our audience now. Omuti said the so blended for us. You can speak English as well.
Great,
I mean, when it comes to the questioning time, we will definitely take questions in Chi as well.
Great. You've gotten my name correct. You pay me Nana Kabena Ofori Addo. I graduated school 2009 with a degree in statistics and actuarial science. And I said, when in actuarial science a programmer, it mainly deals with insurance and then a lot of mathematics. In Timiwe school, I had no option but to enter into the insurance field. And I was there for about 5 years as a life underwriter. Now I was underwriting property, underwriting life risk and life insurance policies. And I'm free honor. We started with DOS. But before I started that, I got certification from the Ghana Stock Exchange as well. And then I started business. If you really want to survive and make it in Ghana, so sometimes I to me do womb. Now experience the things out there. So 2013 up to 2016, I was doing trade in Turkey. So I really got a holistic understanding of some of the challenges they go through when they try to do business here, from port rates, net taxes, net duties. I had a holistic view of it. Then I focused on real estate, where I managed another real estate company for about 6 to 7 years. We did some wonderful work there, and looking at the enormous opportunities in the economy, I decided to start Daimler Homes. Also seeing the various things that can be done right, the various things that we here in Ghana can do to pull more of our brothers and sisters in the diaspora into the property market here. Into Tiawa, Accra. Along the line, I got my master's in finance, but I'll try as much as possible not to lecture anybody on investing, but a bit, like a bit chicken come up. Now will be how to do or navigate the terrain in Ghana successfully.
Right. And Kabena, I won't take much of your time, and we want to dive straight into the topic. So because I mean, with all your experience, what would be the safer way of investing in Ghana? And then I'll be catching and then you rate.
Well, maybe I'm into properties. There will be some say, what is the safest way to invest in Ghana? The first thing I'm likely to tell you is property. Why? Because in 2020, 2021, we had a serious financial, crash in Ghana where some, banks late 2019, where some of the banks and savings and loans companies all went best. Yeah, papa no many no investing in bonds now there, with all that experience, maybe will be some say properties is the realest or the easiest and the safest way to invest. Dani de usia esiho. Enko bibia, it won't spring up legs and walk away like money and other things too.
Right. Send your car properties there. You've been in the insurance industry, finance. Now you ventured into properties. Why property? Yes, I understand. You said it's the safest way. But I'm saying, Anna, who focus on property.
Well, thank you for the question. Properties, they had always had the love for properties. So my kind of prayer, now my papa was into construction. Now I'm a quantity surveyor. So growing up, I grew up around properties, right? Meaning, appearance science. Maybe I wanted the challenge of it. But coming back, I've come to realize Ghana needs more properties. Ghana needs a lot of infrastructural development. The Ghanaians outside, or our brothers and sisters in the diaspora, need an avenue to connect back home. And sometimes the easiest way to connect to the motherland is through properties. My answer
right. Send your car properties in Sudia, Ghana land issues were your car properties in Sudia, na a location. And they say, what advice will be to also go into properties? What will be your advice?
Well, maybe when it comes to the property market in Ghana, I usually tend to advise location is number one, number two, price points, number three, look for a reputable company to deal with. That for me now has been my most important, or I don't know about being creed, because a chunk of time a month over, normal better dying. And whoever they buy the property from, whichever company, disconnects with them, immediately they hand over the property. But it's a journey. Owning a property in Ghana or owning a property anywhere, it's a journey. The first 1 to 5 years, Africa and some are dying or air settle. So you may see cracks, you may see, defects. And in the case where as a developer, or you deal with if you don't deal with reputable people, after the first year or after they hand over the property, no major. And so now, you come to them, navigate the complex rental and, investment property aspect of things. Where Ube here say Ube manage your property amount, I'm making sure it's always tenanted. Ube here say Ube so yeah, and making sure even when the property is rented, how do you get your money? Because so many times minimum conforma talk down I'm for Ghana and omoji rent needy. Ubi somewhere so and this man there property no obian rent. So you tend to have those challenges. So apart from the price point, apart from the location, I would always say connect with a reputable company that will leave you when the journey has actually started.
Right. Talking about reputable company, the reason why I came back to you during my research looking for a speaker to join us on this show, in your previous company, when you came on this platform, I know few of our audience are almost a top property through your previous company. And I mean, they were satisfied. That is why when we were doing our research, we came across a flyer now or company, your current company, Daimler Homes, more putting it up. Buy interest-free home and pay in 36 months. Can you tell us a bit about it? Because the reason is sometimes it's not that easy for somebody to carry $100,000, $120,000 to come and buy cash. One off. Ebinomo airpay ABR payment plan. Ebinomo airpay a mortgage. A dainty and a more edisa strategy by say ubimpo cradi ubusam say. Is it true, say, a interest-free repayment plan? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, so wait a minute. That's a pass. When you break, I share a flyer. So your interest-free, policy I had to buy. It was born out of endless requests from our brothers and sisters in the diaspora, and yet they be an open mortgage. And even if so, when your mortgage me cry, now main kind of crying shop. Sometimes even me cry, you see the interest that you'd pay to the bank over the 10-year period, and you realize, some of these interests would not inure to the total benefits of the sector. That's what I see. And a chunk of the time where we build off plan, meaning say over on board, no, I think I about started down. No, why don't we allow our buyers to walk with us through the journey? Because, Nekwani say, Bebre have tried to buy properties and have been burnt. And, on parts of the kitchen, they say, Onfa, Sikapudu 100% in Mao, unions, it won't happen. O kitchen, so kitchen is to say, on real. And I say, on train, on real, and on betoa. In all honesty, 2 or 3 of my buyers who went with me on this journey of the 36-month payment plan. By the third year I would not have known where this money had passed. Because so many times we have a lot of expenses that are frivolous in nature. But we don't really know much about it. We are not able to place a finger on it. So when you start with that on the journey, now it reduces your risk. Because Anya as a Sikrana, Sikana Akwakushimuno, and no Susa. And with them like there, Nokrani said, my first project on my own, the timeline was 24 months. By 18 months, not maybe, because finishing projects on time is very important. The second one was actually here. We started in September last year. By July this year, which is 8 townhouses, Avella Prime. By July latest this year, not maybe, but I was supposed to hand over in December. So trying to create a creed to let them know, say when you come with that, it's reputable. But it's safe. But say mekasi train fasikane tour na ye wia brabeto usually ye be wie no na sikane we baby afa entiana ye the policy we buy interest free metewase also timase na ye nyina ye nko to realize the dream and make your investment expectation and or vision come to life.
Right, Kabena, unse abrochire for ansa na obi be committee ne ho no na chese wabre ansa na wanya sikai. Obi be kan story bi kire me one time. Property developer bi amintimi mbonidin. Ena ono nso eba be ye to e wa brochiri ena o yes o me ye project off plan me sini 3 years enti no ma mi nso ni nikunu omo committee ho etuetu omo sika ne kakra knowing say within the 3 years time no mo relocate abagana enti by that time no na omo dan no so I ready no ma ba betenem but omo timeline said dey na wo kan omo ntimi andi so Mami ni nikunu kodu Ghana ene ochina. They came back to Abrochiri again and sana property developer owie edan no. One, my question is ehefa ena mo development as abre mo ye no ewo timelines et saying how many bedrooms prices my hu ni nyina se na etie.
Mana kwame that's it. You know, this scenario, it's rather unfortunate, but to be honest, a chunk of real estate developers here in Ghana experience this. And sometimes, and yeah, your fault so much, but it's an economy, it's so difficult to plan on a long term. So sometimes we have the mandate to put in, adequate measures to forestall delays in project timelines and also forestall low or poor quality housing. Now, currently, Daimler Homes, a property next manner, East Legon. It's an apartment complex with a swimming pool and gym with 18 units. Currently, 15 of the 18 have been sold. We have a 2-bedroom and 2 1-bedroom available. The price point tend to range between 90,000 and 180,000 USD. And, meaning sometimes, you can't, USD, almost Ghana, $dollar. And I wanted to take. Yes, I know there. At a makano, Obi say, $dollar. But, so omote BBS. And I explained this to a friend of mine with the Bank of Ghana, with the Central Bank. And it took him a while to understand. Real estate is one of the only commodities, or if not the only commodity, who export it. We say gold, to gold, that's all the choir. Gold, nickel, not dollar, naba. But real estate there, say, who see dying and I say, oh, the choir. Dying still is here, but dollar, then it may back. So when we sell to our brothers and sisters in the diaspora, we are actually bettering the balance of trade. Because this US did not help banner. Me call banker, I still build in city. Right. Unfortunately, the currency is not stable. So the dollar helps us maintain that stability. If not, price points will change every day. But aside that, it comes and it helps tremendously. That's number one. Number two, it's rather unfortunate, but system, and as the economy, we tend to import a lot of items into this country, and all of that is dollar denominated. So it gives an investment opportunity to some of our brothers and sisters out there to come and help us in the in the manufacturing sector. Because when all these things are sorted, and resolved, then dollar na ye kano. So what you say?
Yeah.
Yes. No.
Okay. Kwabena me kasa bebre mema enkofo enso eho kwan na omo nso ewo questions bia na omo etimi ebusaw. Sabri wa me hu ba bia mo new property a mo developing ewo. Uzi Sabri aka few units na chese asa na se mu wie we ya mu wo ebi oba bi fufuro bi. Say bia omo wo so nyina omo person ba beto dan wo hono mo a bia na chese baby, I'm new development. You not just a more time and answer. And if I be where is your next location? You are looking to develop.
It's Abraham Inuka said the next day down for the risk averse person, you can easily buy and move in. and you are given up to 1 year payment plan. If you have the cash available, with me. Then we have Avella. A string of 8 houses, 4, 3, and 2 bedroom, units. The price point, range between 165,000 USD and 200,000. That is Avella. And I say, by July 2024, the development will be completed. They say, you rear Dana Bosso, totals. And it's a semi-detached house with minimum space of 2 car, for 2 car. Then we have Vic Scott, our Chado, and also a townhouse community. I know see a kind of luxury products are. I think that is number 1. 3 bedroom with BQ and 4 bedroom with BQ, but all the units are 3 levels. 3 levels. That's ground, first, and second. Spacious master bedroom. So a back quality of finishing there. I think on the market, Daimler can rub shoulders with some of the top brands. The development also comes with a pool and a gym, and and also ample car parking slots and all of that. Then we have Kilson Court, which is what the flyer is about. This is a 10-story apartment complex. The reason why we went for a project like Kilson was you realize this on the market, a lot of properties are coming up. People are trying to rent, but the hotels are still doing very well. In all honesty, the hotels are even doing, some of them are still doing better than the apartment blocks. But if you compare the room sizes, or if you compare the size of rooms for hotels to the apartment, you realize that yes, an apartment, you can get a 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom apartment, still charging less than a hotel. It's because the hotels have certain facilities and amenities that lots of apartment blocks don't have. So with Kilson, we went straight up all the way to the top. We have a restaurant, we have a rooftop pool and a bar, we have a boutique, we even have a dental clinic in there. And then we have a space for a conference facility. So that if you come down, if you own an apartment, you want to have business, business partners in there to talk about, some businesses, you have Kilson Court for you. And then in terms of the general outlook of the of the development, we're trying to go for high level, high class in the heart of East Legon. So the type of finishing that we're going to use, the type of finishes, the quality of finishes will be above par. So briefly, these are the 3 other developments that we are currently undertaking.
Anna Enkofo enso etai ebusa about lease and I say is it leasehold or freehold? So be todan ewo mohonomo. Can you tell us a little bit about that area, because it gets people confused. We in say ne leasehold any Ghana be may freehold. Now how many years? Ni leasehold no as running ni freehold no running outer. How na renewal no etie? Can you run us through that? Then I'll ask people also to ask questions.
Okay. Right. I think yes. Let me make a little correction. They say freehold, any hobium, a leasehold.
Okay.
And So usually leases tend to run between 50 to 99 years. And for Daimler, a chunk of the time in these luxury locations, we enter or we purchase from existing landowners. We try as much as possible to purchase lands that have a minimum lease of 60 years on it. Now, the truth of the lease, the lease issue is that when you have a unit that runs out of its lease, ideally the homeowners are supposed to go and renegotiate the terms of the lease with the allodial landowners. It's in Nipana, and as a family, and as a student, and as a government, assassin anything. say lease no running out, you are supposed to go back and renegotiate. In the case where they give you a cost or as a going to me in Tiadia, then you relinquish the lease. And that's where Daimler comes in with some of these bespoke developments. A chunk of the time when you buy an apartment or when you buy a gated community, there are other people who have interest in that community other than you. So in the case where the lease is running out, you have multiple people. And mind you, in 60 years' time, it's your children or your grandchildren who have to go ahead to renew these leases. Right. But if the property is not generating income, that's one, or the property is not something that they want to keep, a lot of time they let the lease run out and they don't follow up. But in a gated community or in an apartment block, you have other people who are also stakeholders in it. So they will spearhead. That's number one. Number two, the property management company, which manages the units, would also ensure, say, all of the legwork now, is done on behalf of the homeowners. So if you're Ghanaian living outside, the property manager would go ahead and try, and find out all the requisite payments and legal documents or documentation to do to renew the lease. And unfortunately, say auto dying organ and that's a lease now running out. You have to go back and renew. But you need someone who understands the system here to help you do that. And that's where the property management, the property management is a facility or service, the service that we offer. That's where it stands out, or that's where it's, that's what makes that important.
Yo, it was for Afi and our joining here, and then you ray on time with tap send. With me this evening is Nana Kabena Ofori Addo, CEO of Daimler Homes, and then you may on property investment or my Ghana mu. It is the safest way of investing in Ghana. And they dane ho aba na ye ba ye be ma so ho kwan na wo question bia o de aba when it comes to property investment in Ghana and also buying an interest-free property from Daimler Homes. Producer, mame commercials best mienu miensa bia ba ye be bie kwan na obi a wo question bia so atimi abusa.
Buy an interest-free home and pay within 36 months. Yes, Daimler Homes' new gold standard development, Qsim Court, has just commenced, and you can own a unit now and pay within 36 months without any interest. Starting at 95,000, you can own an elegant apartment. And guess what? Discounts are available from now till end of May. To learn more, visit our website at daimlerhomesgh.com or call us on 0200-584-558. Daimler Homes, the elegance of living.
Yo, abusia for Sabre or any question bia ubetimi ama onsa so e wo Zoom no so na o de o question no aba Nana Kabena Ofori Addo e wo hanom a obeyi o questions ni nyina no eba no property investment e wo oman Ghana mu a anase de oni e che yi wo ho question bia ekwan eda ho no mo o ma onsa so Zoom no so a mefa na o de o question aba sa enso ena o hwe yen ewo sa enso ena o hwe yen ewo eye Facebook, YouTube nso a obetimi e de o question no ato eye YouTube anase Facebook comment section ho no mo mefa na wayi ano e de ama. Kwabena, my first question will be say Bani say Obi echo payment plan within that 36 months. Now, within that 36 months, no when what happens?
Okay, that's it. So generally, So we call into a payment plan for 36 months. Now within the 36 months, we continue into usually what I like, and that's why I say so with Daimler, we try to form partnerships and relationships. I am strict to the contract. So to me, be honest and open with us and let us know what it is. Sometimes, and there are times Mabuan or Fokra, Dino, we hand over to you, we encourage you to furnish it, depending on how much of the money is remaining, so that we can rent it out and then you can pay the balance with the renter. That's what I say. That's one. And I say two, we can give you an extension because so many different things happen. And me see that to me, I would expect them about China catch so maybe 2 or 3 months. I mean, we dying, I'll bet yes. It's the one to 36 months, nothing. That's a win to me. That's a opa. So, Kabena Mame, 2 or 3 or even 6 months. I mean, to me, complete payment. Now, I don't think that should be a problem. We should understand each other. Once we are all working with integrity and honesty, why not?
All right, cool. Obi Ensu Ebusa say your high-rise properties, lift Eumuana.
I am Pacho. I know the standard. All our properties above 3 floors would come with an elevator. 1 or 2 that is well maintained to ensure that they are always operational. Luckily for us, the elevator operators are they work around the clock. When the elevator is down at even 11 or 12 p.m. in the evening, they would come and make sure that by the panel everything is working. So yes, they come with elevators.
Talking about elevators, let's talk about power. Yes, we obviously know that there might be some time where there will be power issues. Do you have plans of having backup plants or properties in Muana?
I'm ready. Even if the answer was no, main person will be the car elevator. Definitely. So power and call out. There's always a backup gen that is automatically synced to the national grid. Until the power and call off the gen set kicks off to ensure that obi elevator ni mukrana obi to me AP. Yes, we have the backup power. We also go ahead to even provide an energy transformer. Because another, challenge we realize, they say, when you don't have your own, or if you don't have a dedicated transformer for the development, there's always power fluctuation. So people are unable to enjoy the gadgets and appliances that you provide. So we provide transformers as well. So a transformer and a backup genset is standard for all our developments.
Right. Talking about investment, not all of us, yeto edan ewo man Ghana mu a ye ba betinemu na se yenya adwene pa se yenya ma yenti ye dibusuani bi kwa akotenemu a na no nso no aba be ye manson mo wo managing agent se obi eto edan a mo betimi amanage amano whilst onipa no eni ho no mo. And talk to us about rental income when it comes to Ghana and also some of these prime locations, rental income who are saying it here.
Okay, that's it. So yes, the credit when you tend to finish development without having a management agent, not property rentals, especially for our brothers and sisters living in the diaspora, and now your property manager or manage the facility and casa to ensure say the place is clean, the gym is maintained, the pool is maintained, the elevator is working, the genset is full and all of that. So they manage the facility. And then they also manage properties, or they manage the unit as well. So they are in charge of advertising, your property. They are in charge of tenanting. They are in charge of contracts. They are in charge of even, the payment of security deposit and walkthroughs after somebody, moves out of the unit to ensure that your property is always left in a good and right shape. I know it's not it's not something that we play with. We always also get astute property managers to handle these units. Then when it comes to the investment market or the property market in Ghana, they say the various locations, any ahia omutia. Usually I try to refrain from coming out and giving figures because it creates a certain expectation. But in terms of the property that you purchase, minimum rental that that you'll be looking at is 10%. That annually, minimum for, and this is in USD, to be between 10 to 12%. So whatever value of property you purchased, if you purchase a $90,000 unit, you should be expecting, say, per annum net, you should be making about 9,000 USD. That's that. And if you look at the slide, I also talked about knowing the tax regimes because sometimes you get 9 gross and then commissions about 10% now there. So you mark it up to make sure that you always get the amount now open. Right. But wherever you purchase a property, say auto property, 90,000 East Gona, that same property may be worth 140,000 in cantonals. Into 90,000, 10%, 9,000. 140, 10%, 14,000. But it will divide by the 12 now. It gives you an average amount of how much you should expect on a monthly basis when it comes to the property. I also advise we don't tend to become too greedy because sometimes I have fights or I have disagreements with my unit buyers, trying to let them understand Dino is racking up bills. Every month you may pay a service charge of between $150 to $200 to maintain the facility. Say Obiba na say only $1,000, no, 900 or 950 JMU money panel than to leave it to rack up the bills. That's what I say. So in terms of how much you should expect there, 10 to 12% is adequate. If you get something that's paying higher than that, kudos, but it's not the norm. And if you get something that's paying lower than that, then I would advise that you don't get into it. It's any property that you purchase that cannot guarantee or that cannot give you a minimum of 10% per annum is not a good investment.
Right. Kabena, if this evening obi ewo koi so obi 8 na opese o take the step of purchasing a property or doing an investment with Daimler Homes, where an uncle saying on starting where walk us through the process.
Okay, so buying a home with Daimler is pretty easy. Or call your website www.daimlerhomesgh.com. You can see an array of properties that we have. They are Oshawakoma Epedo. When you click on it, there's a form that you can, fill, and then we will reach out to you. But in the case where you want to reach out to me, at the bottom of the slide, my contact information is there. There's also another gentleman, Ike, who is also on this call. You can contact him, and then he'll take you through the process. But what you generally do is to fill a reservation form. You make a reservation payment. We will discuss with you what unit you want, put together an offer. We'll send you the offer. You make the initial deposit, right? And then you, in this transaction, will let me know or will let us know what the payment terms that is comfortable for you. So we are flexible. We don't impose any payment plan on anybody. We would want you to come out to let us know so that whatever is in the contract is what you have told us and not what we are forcing you to do. That's what I say. So that way, when you are defaulting, we'd expect that if things are not going right, you can come back to us and tell us. But buying a property with us is very easy. You just go on our website, fill the form, and we'll contact you.
Abusuafo Nana Kabena Ofori Addo, CEO Daimler Homes, and I'm enumerate menino atwetwe enkomo eba property investment in Ghana. So question bia o Zoom ne so a o ma onsa so a mema ho kwan na o the question no aba. Se wo hwe yen Facebook, YouTube nso a obetimi e de o question no ato comment section ho no mo mebusa o question no e de ama. Nana obi busa se sanye bia ibia ono a wato ne land na ope developer bi e develop land na mana eno no nso no e ya mu take such projects ana.
Yes, but no, or no, but yes. So Daimler, they were a development company, but me also we were a construction company. You use our friend Stizio Limited, and Stizio Limited, one of the products that they are rolling out, and they say, oh, you're Ghanaian in the diaspora, and that's what I say. That's what people see down here. Would help you from the A to the Z. A meaning right from the design point. In-house, your architect, why designs are who will be brave. I between the actual, my way choose the open. So we choose the open. Yeah, BOQs now being added. From the onset, we can let you know how much it will cost you to build that house. If we go through and you are okay with everything, we would break it down into various stages. In the end, it's a foundation. Ever cost 50,000 CDs. We go into a contract for the foundation. You make, like you make a down payment for that. You see, we make the following, like you make the remaining payment. Then we move on to the superstructure. Then we move on to the roofing. We move on to the external works. It's by the time I'll be, now we're there. Yes, it will be in can say you see that anyway, but you have walked through with us as well from beginning to the end. So right from permitting, any, the connection of utilities, we do all of that. So that's Stizio Limited. That's a sister company to Daimler Homes, and that's also one of the businesses that I manage.
Okay, right. Yo, abusia for se obia ensheda ni question bia dia yebefa advert back we ba yebema nana arape app na afi the tap send focus section no e de atoa so say onso any issue with your tap send account onso benya akwenya na oni tap send for enso atwetwe enkomo ye be be breakout room na e honso no utimi ko ho no na oni tap send team no nso atwetwe enkomo aninti sabre yeguso e wa ha no Daimler Homes omode contact details nso ebeto chat room ho no bomodian na fa na chiri no watimi a contact yom na nyomo atwetwe enkomo Yanko Mohammed honum yefi Mohammed na me the Jonas atwaso. Mohammed Mbacho, or meet yourself and ask your question.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Nedika mpese mi bisa eja ura kobna se o ehino free.
Kwame pacho mi free apred mi free apred equiapem.
Apred. Yes. Na oka bibia o properties ya wo me hu se wabo Ashanti ana equiapem area bibia di. Ena o man no so esupan yi ebunufo ka ho Ashanti ka ho any other regions as a properties ni na ewo nkran a ya ka ebeda nya bi odin sukra de na nke kire se ofri akan mamu
pacho
na o ya de pase no wanya bi wa kan mamu no na ye kan se
Mohammed ready
Kabena answer na obeba answer na Kabena beba Mohammed
yes please.
Developer bia any baby ni projects ewo woka buno any Asante any adeno there are others also in Takrade. What I have to do and then they say may try as much as possible say me the developers and so omo kumase omo sunyane any ade ebeba said the ebeya if you are looking to invest in those areas and so ubetimi enye bi obviously enye bebia na developer bia o my Ghana ubetimi ako develop it. It's very difficult, but there are developers in Ashanti region, in Bono, even in the northern region there are developers there. You know, but we there for tax in mami na me call you developers so also other parts of Ghana na me inform umbra
any tax in na me there multiple
mbaja say
they say the tax na me there multiple but more there so obedi hunjuma
I will do that. Definitely, I'll bring other developers because there's no way Kabena beggars will be to me a developer or Bia or Ghana. If you
The whole
Ghana
Ghana,
government,
I don't do.
It's time for them to pay for so no baby, and they be so okay now than legacy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll do my possible best to bring other developers. All right,
thank you,
Jonas. Yeah, Jonas, unmute yourself now for a question, bro.
Yeah, Ebusami Chiamu. Me question you say,
Jonas, we can't hear you. There be corner Sambra. Maminfa Fred, please unmute yourself and ask your question. Jonas corner Sambra na yen say ebe Fred, it's you.
All right. Thank you so much for having. My question is know the kind of buildings more offer. Is it only apartments? Do you offer something like duplex or other kind of buildings? And I suggest apartment. And again, payment plan not the same. Initial deposit in Yana same here, and our monthly payments and also send it here. I just want to know about that. Thank you.
Thank you, Fred.
Yeah. Yes, we do offer other developments or other unit types other than apartments. So your duplex townhouses, which have self-compound, Obiawani Gate in Nanako, that's actually between in Accra, and not too far from Adre in Ghana. And I back also Chado. Chado is behind Trade Fair. Just in case, it's a new place called Burma Hills. It's the next upcoming luxury location aside from cantonment and an airport. And the beautiful thing with Chad, don't say there are certain areas so it's a very nice place. In terms of the payment plan, you have a 5,000 reservation fee and then between 20 to 30% initial deposit. The remaining monthly payments or the remaining quarterly payments will be discussed between us and you, so that you take on something that you payments that you can make. So you look at your cash flow and then you let us know how much you can make. There are people who do not make so much on a monthly basis. By the end of the year or the beginning of a new year, they get bonuses and the rest, which they use to defray the purchase of the property. So yes, we do have 2, 3, 4 bedroom houses. Even our apartments, we have duplex apartments, which are like houses within the apartments. Right. So the apartments are on 2 floors, duplex apartments. Some are 2, some are 3 bedrooms. Right. With with balconies that you can also purchase.
Okay. Said Jonas audio. Yeah. All right. Cool. Jonas.
Yeah.
Yeah, too, Kapa. Yeah, too.
Me brother officer. Yeah, me brother officer question no back. And me the way you have become better so. Payment where you plan, like you said, you discuss with the buyer, to give him more that flexibility. But at least you find say a movement from you find say 5 years to 10 years. That's your range. You don't go beyond 10. No, and I say I just want to know what is your maximum and your minimum payment plan, the years in your contract. And then the last thing I want to ask you is what if maybe you default a payment or you buy the house, you haven't finished, but you want to resell it to somebody? Is it possible? But the person will continue the payment, but you want to sell it on a different price to kind of after another person.
Okay. Yeah. Jonas made us say. I think the aspect of the initial deposit, our maximum and minimum payment terms, it's almost cast in stone, which is about 36 and maximum 48 months, right? And the reason why, yes, yeah, 5 to 10 years, and it's honestly, a lot of the times, nipa na yemdi ya huno kre. Say uye dan na say hand over the house to the person. Na say pass and say ye tie fi nipa no ho as source. And a chunk of the time, the experience na yenya say excuses that say ebibim. Me bayare or chinachi say or chinenim say na dear. And a money very difficult for us to stretch more than 12 months after the property has been handed over. And then when you make a purchase of a property, we are not strict on that. So what you're dying, and I want to say, we'll make the payment. And turn 150 along the line before handing over. When you'll be, and I say, when you'll be per dime, or per sort turn 180. But then what 150? So I don't see why I should come back and worry you or try to take a portion of the 30. No, you can sell it for the 180. The only thing we expect you to do is to make the payment in full, as you have discussed. But obi waha obeton na with na odine no aba betwa on trust so say minue bi na eba beji too many stories. So if you want to resell your property, there are no barriers or you are not, barred from doing that. But just ensure, say, you'd conclude the purchase of the property with us, right? And then you can go ahead and deal with anybody. And you let us know so that when it comes to the defect liability period, I now know who I'm dealing with. So it's a new person who has purchased the property from you who would have to make sure, say, everything is done right. And we'll treat the person like we will treat you. So yes, that is it.
Okay. Yemfa Patrick na yemfa this section embra close na yemfa time tata focus section and twaso. What I would do is say maybe breakout rooms, maybe 2. Breakout room 1 will be for tap send. If you have any issue with your tap send account, go to breakout room 1. And breakout room 2 will be for Daimler Homes, Kabena, any team, breakout room 2. In this person will engage you a bit further. You go to breakout room through room 2 and talk to them. Ma Yemfa Patrick. Patrick, can you please unmute yourself and answer your question?
Nana Medase, Eja Kabena, Nana Bisa question be a so be was here. Now some take it up now put up the structure and I will explain it. But initially you can say yes and no. No dear Yanti. But there me person me who say and I say me bisa ni say me wa property. Me see dino almost about 75%. Now me person must take it over the property now more complete here and also yeah idea mo ya na. Now we can say more sister company be or take care of the issues.
Patchomedasi, yes. And just as they said, no, make kind just meant fair. Daimler Homes as a company did. We don't do that. But your sister company, which is Tizio, does that. So yes, we see down and over 70, it's 75%. Usually, I prefer not to go into units or beautiful phrase. Why? Because a chunk of the time, if the quality is not well done, wakofa dino to take it to the end, to take it to completion, una utanya amani. Because say yamfani say plumber, ni pana ya plumbing, 1 year pressure test, and ya ba beto tiles na adi na ewie. Na afeide, ya handi over dina say leakages are. And the problem beba. And I banner your mouth cost. Now later on, me catch us say, leakage we were leakage we were now leakage we were we should have known now. So usually where we what we do is we'll have our our team of professionals come through, we'll do all of these checks, we'll do all of these tests, and then we'll give you a cost to completion. Then from there, we can, complete we can conclude the transaction. Into yes, we can come and take over. And also the caveat, they say, with the hope, say, Nipana only no started dancing, only because also a lot of artisans show say, esi bebre etasi da amanfo ewa amanfo dan da etino eya edin se obeni obi mana kwakọ take over but only nipa na ewie na ntiase aye adwuma dia yes we can take over and complete it for you.
Okay, then in this case, how do we start and where do we end, and what is the in general the arrangement that is done?
Oh, I know we would have to talk backstage on it, but yes, generally, would talk to you. You'd engage us. Would sign a contract or a preliminary, agreement. I know you had the code down. No, checks. See, we are near amount cost to completion. No, the engagement fee. Is just to get us to do all of these tests, checks, and all whatever for you. Then from there, we'll give you a cost to completion. The way we do it, I have two ways we do it. Either you buy your own material and we provide the labor, or we provide both the material and the labor, right? Whatever you feel comfortable with, we'll do that. Of course, the terms and conditions, right? But we'll go through all of that, and then we can carry the transaction from there.
Okay, thank you for the information. And I'm Medasi.
Yo, producer, Mr. Bo, two ad, mame, and no chini yabeba na yabe wrap up on this section na fe, the tap and focus section, Eddie Atwaso. Producer.
Mr. Mankwa, me offer was a niska banye de wie ni project no. Eso de bia me offer sika ma ne wo problem.
Enemremu. Na monte tap sending kan.
No so ne de
Tap send here easy, fast and secured way. Ubetimi send this free amanone. Aba Ghana bank account and as a mobile money account. Untia transfer fee bia.
Sir, I obey any say.
Chine say won ko App Store na Play Store. On download the tap send app no. Or download dia. Ebebu sanso promo code. Oma the pet TV shim. Obenya €5, £5, and answer $10 on his first transfer.
And you make kwa friend a catch them.
Tabi minyanwe. Esanse tap send at the good news aba. Tap send the giving the customers wanti or the tap send wallet aba.
I know about any say.
So your customer who you cases here. Ubetimi akọ tap send app no no create wallet woso. Enti se rate ne kosora now the sika kogu wallet no. Anase mpo betimi atususu nkakra enti abere sema opeso send sika ba Ghana no anse wa send sika na ba Ghana anase oba o my Ghana mu watimi use sika e wo wallet no tie
eni set say use momo Ghana hayido
sa pepepe se si tap send atre na shim kopiem wo United Arab Emirates, Netherlands and Austria. Tap send na papa no.
Buy an interest-free home and pay within 36 months. Yes, Daimler Homes' new gold standard development, Hilton Court, has just commenced, and you can own a unit now and pay within 36 months without any interest. Starting at 95,000, you can own an elegant apartment. And guess what? Discounts are available from now till end of May. To learn more, visit our website at daimlerhomesgh.com or call us on 0200 584 558. Daimler Homes, the elegance of living.
Hello, this is Lawyer Wisdom of Wismart Solicitors. Join me this and every Friday on OT TV from 8 to 9 p.m. for all your UK immigration matters. I hope to see you there. Thank you.